Welcome to Charlotte, North Carolina, Bank of America Stadium, and the Duke's Mayo Classic. This ought to be a fantastic showdown and just the flavor every college football fan can't wait for. Hello and welcome everyone to a game that we've been eagerly awaiting. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the West Virginia Mountaineers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Virginia Cavaliers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Mountaineers will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Cavaliers offense will go on the attack first. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. I'm excited about this new era of football. We're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this...
And he gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. And the Cavaliers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Collins. Just a short pass to the tight end. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. Now facing a 3rd and long. They try to pop a run on the draw. Spins away from the defender. He breaks a tackle. Past the first down marker and still running. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
Second down, he'll throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Abdullah. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The Cavaliers in the hurry up. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. So the West Virginia Mountaineers offense will take the field for the first time. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. You're overmatched. You understand that this guy is a top-shelf player, and I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season, but this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches and let's get our star running back into the second level against this linebacker. We've got an athletic advantage at that position. So if we can free him up into the second level of this defense, make him make guys miss, those are going to be explosive plays for the offense.
Makes the grab. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Turning it on! All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move this. First down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This time they'll go to the running game. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start.
Touchdown, West Virginia! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
There ain't no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. A 67-yard touchdown drive there. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Using his legs, it's Gordon. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. And the Cavaliers will hustle to the line. Off the play fake. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. To the air, it's Collins. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Leaves it with the running back. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from a defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
And the Mountaineers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Into the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Really nice job of awareness on first down that time by the defender. He sees it thrown, is able to knock it down for the incompletion.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He's going to lose a yard on that one.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run pass.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Mountaineers! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. To the air, it's Collins. Finds a spot in the middle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. First play of the period will be a second down. We've reached the end of the period. It's West Virginia on top. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. Now on second down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This offense has got to get this thing going, man. Nowhere to go. Where do you want the running back to go? He gets tackled for a loss. Offensive line has to block better. They got to create some holes. They've gone nowhere. Several drives, no points. They need something to go right for this offense.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Cavaliers will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really... There he goes! The 20! And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Mountaineers! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Snap it to the back. Got room to work. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. And the Cavaliers headed quickly to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Caught in the backfield, it's Gordon. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Looking to throw, it's Collins. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there. Now it's fourth down. The Cavaliers will send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He takes it at the 45. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. The play action fake. Grabs behind the line. It's Hawkins. The defense wouldn't let him loose there. And it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Quarterback just trying to spit it out to his running back in the flat there, but the defender all over him. As soon as he caught that football, he went down for a loss.
Dumps it to the back. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. Extra blockers on the field. Offense goes full house. Looking for a gap. It's Gordon. Solid run. Picks up 6 and gets it to the 28. And the Cavaliers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Back to the ground with the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Cavaliers line up to punt it away. fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football. And the defense makes it play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. With the catch, it's Vaughn. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. The Mountaineers send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Hold it, finds his man on the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. To the air, it's Collins. Got it in the middle, it's Gordon. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Lost a throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Henry. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. And the Cavaliers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw again. Makes the grab. It's Atkins. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. Now lining up to snap it in the red zone. Power football with the run.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good, build maybe a little bit of momentum, so next week we play a little bit better football.
Got it in the middle. It's Henry. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Here comes the heat. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. They'll play it safe and try for 3. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Big Ten. Purdue is in front. They led for most of the way. However, Purdue isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 7 over Maryland. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. He might want another play. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Hamilton. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hamilton. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can't stop the clock. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Caught over the middle. It's Vaughn. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. The offense will quickly use a timeout. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. Just drives it between the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, thanks. Looks like we've had ourselves a very enjoyable first half so far. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And on that note, time to throw it back to our guys at the stadium.
Cavaliers will line up to kick off and start the second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. They'll start the third quarter with the run. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Snagged in the middle, it's Hamilton. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Mountaineers are moving quickly down the field. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field. This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half. So in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Touchdown, West Virginia. Fitted in the window for the score.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They'll leave it with him. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Wants to throw. It's Collins. Catch in the middle. It's Abdullah. Makes his way out to the 20 before he's stopped, and that'll bring up a 4th down. And the Cavaliers will bring the punt team onto the field. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you some spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
And the Mountaineers will have it 1st and 10. They're going to run it. Breaks into the open. The tag. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Louisiana is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Jake Delhomme and Brian Mitchell, this has not been a blowout today in Lafayette. They're up by 10 over Old Dominion. Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cavaliers come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. They'll run the sneak for it.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Wide receiver comes in motion. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking to pass. It's Collins. Throwing right. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. And the Cavaliers decide to punt it away. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got his man downfield. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be. And a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing to the football in the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Quarterback making adjustments. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Gallagher. They bring him down. He's got a 1st down, but that might be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Nowhere to go on that run, and that brings us to the end of the 3rd quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Brown wants to pass. He's got it and still on his feet. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. The Mountaineers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Easy. To the ground with the back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Trying to find the end zone. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Mountaineers. That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
They'll immediately call timeout. On to attempt the try. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
The Cavaliers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Thomas looking to fire. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And his first pass is incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync. That's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. They want that clock to run. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late.
Going deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open.
He'll take the deep shot. Got it inside the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, West Virginia. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And they did tack on the extra point. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll bring it out from inside, and he loses the ball deep in his own end. Touchdown, Mountaineers! He found some open space and turned on the Jets. Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears.
And this is why a lot of coaches don't kick the ball out of the end zone. They want them to return the football so something good can happen. So you can put a hat on a football, cause a fumble, make something happen, Palmer, and that's exactly what the kickoff unit does.
Man, I love kickoff coverage units, David, that take pride in their jobs. These guys want to line up. They want to run down the field and hurt somebody. That was a huge game-changing play to not just create the turnover, but to score a touchdown.
Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Gives it to the back on the draw. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. And the Cavaliers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. Thomas back to pass. Here's a Heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Cavaliers will try to pin them back with the punt. Now on the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. Leaves it with the back. At the 35, he's loose. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a 1st down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Trying to impose their will with the run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. Might be changing the route. Grabbed over the middle. It's Gallagher. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, it's Hawkins.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll give it to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Mountaineers will punt it away on 4th down. Hauls it in and looking upfield. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Here's the handoff. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. On the run, it's Knight. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Here on 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. And they'll pick up just a few on this run, and that'll bring us to the end of the ball game. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical. They were faster, and it showed today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another